Trench Crusade is model agnostic, which leaves room for interpretation. A true kitbasher should seek to create their own bizarre but interesting take on the description given. There is also artwork provided in the rulebook, which drives home some key elements: Witch and Massive Bomb, Unchained. Greetings, Chromatic Surgeon! Today we lay upon the operating table a twisted body made by chaos. Ruining a rare and special edition model always brings a thrill, like smashing a Fabergé egg or putting an entire piece of cake in your mouth all at once. Grab your scalpels and let's make an artillery witch for a game I'm going to play twice. The main body will be made from a special edition Chaos Sorcerer. He looks wiry and androgynous enough. For the buffet of possible and definite ingredients, I'll add an old pewter bomb from an orc kit. Also, a detached Stormcast face, and a small tilt shield from a Dark Angel's Terminator kit. Oh, and also my custom basing mix from a few videos back. That keeps coming in handy. The foundational model works, but it is a little too much of a specific style. I'll flatten out the Chaos insignia and file any armor plates to be flat and remove it from the 40K look. Speaking of looks, I enjoy the look of a porcelain mask covering what has to be a rotten face. Carefully, I carved the face from a Stormcast kit. It took some filing to get it to fit just right, but this part is important, so some patience was applied. For the staff, again, I wanted to turn down the crunchy details. Trench warfare has a lower tech look on a lot of the troops, so I wanted to keep that around. Chopping off the icon, I replaced it with a tilt shield from the Dark Angel's kit. Later on, I'll add some bristles from a brush to create a broom, but that's best left until after the model is primed. It's a real cool move, though, to add some streaming parchment. I'll cut some thin pieces of metal sheeting and attach them right behind the shield. The other most notable and defining feature is the large hovering bomb that she carries. With my tiny little drill, I'll pin it to the hand to get that chaotic suspension going. It's almost magic. A quick detour. She is going to be holding onto this bomb. It's made of pewter. It'll tip the model over, so let's talk about the base. First, a small cut of cork to replace the book she was standing on. Then I'll use that custom basing mix that I chopped up months ago now. It's the gift that keeps on giving. A little bit of super glue to fix everything down, and a pinch of more finely ground dirt. Okay, back to the bomb. Once the glue has firmly dried, snip off the remaining pin coming out the bottom of her hand, and then apply a ring of plastic putty to cover the brass rod. Be sure you squeeze slowly and drag the putty to create a varied, cloudy look. You may want to add more layers after it's dry, but I think I'm good with this version. A little understated fits the vibe. There's just one last step, but again, I must do things a little bit out of order, so let me apply a zenithal primer coat. And then I'm going to take a retired brush and remove some bristles. The spray paint would make things way too gummy. It's a synthetic brush in this case, and it takes a careful touch to bind and clip, but that will give me a sort of broom staff I can be proud of. It's nice to feel proud of your actions. Are you enjoying this video? Please consider hitting the like and subscribe button if you'd like to feel more. Doing good things feels good. There's my foundational artillery witch, and now to paint her up in some muddy... What's that? You've got a flight to catch, dude. Oh, yes. I totally forgot that I have to travel to the Las Vegas Open. Let's paint up some Trench Crusade models there at the Army Painter booth. All right, I made it, everybody. I'm here at the Rio. It has so much to offer. Indoor smoking, gambling, the entirety of the Las Vegas Open. I also threw something into the Verko's Vault competition. But I've also come here to see a certain specialist. Why don't you say hello?
Greetings, chromatic warriors.
I have Phil, the Glacial Geek, here to help me finish off my miniature. So, let's get to that rim shot.
We brought in the specialist to finish this off and give it everything it needs to reach its true potential.
Oh my god, he's beating up the sweat on his brow. Can he finish on time? 59 more minutes.
All right, are we ready? Last bit.
Yep.
We can do this.
One last ounce of strength. A warlord never cries.
Okay. Ooh. Yes!
Oh, we did it, everybody! Thank you, Phil. Oh, beautiful. Whew. And I am back from Las Vegas. Thank you to Phil for helping me finish my model, and I just could not lift my wrist. That man is a joy to be around, so it was fun to have the chance to do something a little silly with him in a video. But yeah, look at my little gang. My Trench Crusade is coming along mighty fine. I've got my color scheme established. First on the Beast Man, I was finding my footing, and now perfecting that footage upon these individual models. A big thank you to all the people who came and said hello at Las Vegas Open. Oh, and I'm happy to report that my Spectral Legion piece won gold and then a bronze overall. It's an open system and then a tiered system instead of having a best in category. So that was nice. And thank you all for supporting that effort. I hope you've learned something alongside that journey. So always feel free to ask questions in the comment section down below. I'm happy to hear them. And until we meet again, my friends, remain unchained. No sunglasses. We've got a flight to catch, dude. We've got a flight to catch, dude. We've got a flight to catch, dude. Got a flight to catch, dude. You've got a flight to catch, dude. You've got a flight to catch, dude.